Hello and welcome. Today I will be attempting City Planner Play's One Tile City in Cities Skylines II. This is the map that was provided to be used, and that is our one tile, which is obviously not a huge amount of space to play with. This is literally one small tile, I think. Some others have done so-called one tile builds before, but they use a starting area which is 9 tiles. One tile is gonna be tight. I'm not sure there's an awful lot you can do with this, but let's try and see what happens. I have not practiced this at all. The challenge rules are: build a city with the highest population you can in 1 hour, use the linked map, which I have already loaded, unlocked with all infrastructure removed except for the 2-lane highway, so that's the only way in and out for the moment. No mods outside of visual enhancers. I'm running no mods at all, so that doesn't matter. And no dev mode, which again I haven't enabled or anything, so everything is fine. So the only rule I basically have is I got 1 hour. So I've got my phone in front of me, which I'll use as a timer, and I'll have to overlay it in post later, the time in game as it were. With that, I'm going to stop yakking and let's get started. Oh, the game's already on pause. It doesn't matter, there's nothing built. Unless I'm losing money or something. No, there's no change in my money, so it doesn't matter, the game's not paused. Right, officially I'm starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, we have a tiny roundabout. I think I want to get rid of that later, but for the moment it'll do. The game's just stuttered on me. What's happening? So much for all that. So, I mean, this is going to be the basis of my entire city. Right, I'm going to do something different. Now, how close can I get to the edge? Because I kind of want to maximize space. Space is at an absolute premium. So this is going to be my basic grid. Okay, that's good on that side because I got the full distance on both sides. This is, I mean, I can't say it's absolutely perfect, but it's probably as good as it's going to get. Same on this side. Oh, this, I might lose a pixel. A grid. No, I don't. I still get the 6 just. I'm not going to overly fuss on the details, but let's just get... This is just trying to maximize the available space. I don't know what I'm doing already. Right, so we have some sort of grid, because grids are space efficient. We don't have a lot of... Oh, that was horrifically bad. Let's do that again. What's my finances? We've got 500,000. That is... I probably don't have to worry about finances. Hopefully we can grow the city fast enough that... okay, this is... I'm going to have to go to an alternate grid pattern here. I'm not saying this is perfect, because this is definitely not perfect, but this is just to... My strategy at the moment is to maximise the amount of space available. I don't want to... If I can bulldoze that, I don't want to bulldoze that, because I don't know if I can put it back again, and that might ruin my city before I even really started it. I kind of want to get rid of that roundabout at some point, but like I said, I don't want to break anything, so I'm just going to leave it in place for now. Let's get some people going. Right, let's break this grid up a bit, because I think this is going to be traffic hell if I don't. Right, that should help a little bit. So let's get some residential in. I have provided absolutely nothing, have I? We have no power. We have no external connections outside the tile, so I have to make all the power within the map. Well, I don't have an awful lot of choice. I mean, what's the wind like here? Wind... Oh, you can put wind turbines in the water. Right, let's do that to start with. I don't know if this is the best idea I've ever had. Stutter struggles. Right. Let's just get things going. Right, there's no water. I was thinking we'll have a sewage outlet to the water. Look at that water flow. If it was going across, I might risk an intake there. That means I have to use a water tower just to ensure that we are keeping things... I can move these later. So they should have... No, I haven't connected the pipe up yet. So as soon as I... Come on. Is that snapping or not? Is that connected? Yes. So they should have sewage. They should have water. They have power. Right, that's the absolute minimal essentials done. I don't want landfill. I mean, I got no choice. If I... Oh, look at... This is massive. This is absolutely massive. Right. Maybe that wasn't the best choice of location I could have picked. Can I just rotate that? Oh, this is burning my cash. That's a bit better. Because at least I can make use of this water side area, I guess. Oh, the game's gone laggy then. Every space is a premium, so I can adjust that later. Hopefully that's enough until I can unlock one of these other... I mean, this is going to be humongous as well, isn't it? Oh, hang on a second. You can export rubbish, can't you? This city might be small enough to get away with... Well, I built it now. I'm going to leave it. Oh, I have high density already. The wind is blowing out to sea. Hopefully that's going to be enough. Let's just get some stuff down. Let's not overthink this and just get stuff down. Right, some sort of medical facility. Keep the people happy, so they want to live here. Actually, I'm going to put it a bit closer to there. So I got some separation between the industry and everything else. What else have I got? I got medium density residential. If I remember correctly, this is row housing, and you have to do a little bit of trickery to make the stuff really nice. So once more of this is grown, filled in, whatever you would call it, then I can fill in the edges. Because otherwise, you can get stuff spawning on the side roads, and that's not a good look. Does this count as... Oh, of course, that counts as medium, and I'm probably not up to... I'm not up to it yet. The game is on maximum speed. Let's just leave it running for a bit. So I've got this belt here where I can build other facilities once it becomes required. I'm going to build some more low density residential because why not? I think the water tower is counted as noise, isn't it? A noise source. This might be a good opportunity to just extend this road a bit more so I can get into this corner, kind of. Make use of that space as well. So I'm not going to build any more medium until this fills in a bit, but there still seems to be low demand, or there was. I kind of slugged that. Oh, death care. The cemetery is another humongous one, isn't it? So what's the node? What do I need for a crematorium? Because that is going to be a lot smaller. Tiny village. And progression node. Oh, I'm already tiny village. I can unlock it apparently. If I hit the right button. Crematorium. We'll have that. Do I really need it for locally? No. No, it's not recycling. Well, it's a form of recycling, but you know what I mean. Alright, let's give them a little space, I suppose. You don't want the crematorium literally on your doorstep. At least this gives it a tiny, tiny buffer. Is there a... what am I thinking? Is one of these options tiny village, incinerator plant? But if I remember correctly, that's a really, really big asset as well. I think all these are quite big, so... I might delete this later, because if I remember correctly, you can export your garbage, can't you? Let's just check. Let's just check our stats here. Power. So that one wind turbine. I might have to switch to a inland power source at some point, because yeah, that is I'm using I'm using a lot more than I thought. I'm using nearly 3 megawatts out of 3.6 production. That is nearly full already. If a few more buildings spawn in, I'm out. This is not gonna work. So what power plant options do I have? If they're off land, that would be great. I don't have any space for a dam. So basically I got a coal power plant on nothing. How much does it produce? 20 megawatts. How big is it? It's not too big. It's not too big. I mean, it's bigger than I got space for at the moment. But I can work with that. I can work with that. Because otherwise, if I... Can I build another one of these somewhere? If I just move that corner in, I could probably get one there. How does this work again? So if I just bring this corner in, invalid shape. Let's just try that. Is that going to be... I mean, this is just a short-term fix, because I guess it just delays the problem until a little bit later. It won't connect. Right, it will connect to there. So this is kind of precautionary, basically, from my perspective. Because this one is almost at capacity, and I'd rather deal with it beforehand. Right, we've got some demand for stuff, so let's give them more stuff. Wham, belt of commercial there. Again, I should extend these roads. I was going to say, yeah, the gravel road is smaller, so I can save a little bit of space. Actually, I should have done it here as well. I'm going to leave that one. It's not worth over stressing with. A bit more commercial. Let's just go for it. Oh, I can do the little side bits now, and we got the other medium housing, so that potentially could go somewhere at some point. I'm just gonna what's it? This is medium as well, isn't it? Yeah. So that's just a higher density medium. This is like apartment blocks, whereas this is... I'm English, I'm going to call them terraces, even though it's kind of like small apartment terraces rather than a terrace housing. I don't know. It's 7:35 in the morning. This is one of the first things I'm doing after waking up. So yeah, I'm not in time. I might not be at my freshest. Let's just put it that way. Now let me just double check here. I never got as far as garbage. Healthcare, absolutely tons. Garbage processing. Can we export? Like I said, this asset is massive, and I don't really want to use it if I don't have to. And because it's a landfill, it's going to fill up. I really want to turn it off, empty it. Can I export my garbage? That is the question I'm wondering. One way to find out, if I just turn the building off, let's just see if everything breaks or not. Actually, I'm going to hit start emptying. Do I need to have it, does it have to be on to empty? We'll see if I don't see any vehicles spawning. Let's just turn the building on again, but it's on empty. Because if I can do without this, if I can just export my garbage, even if it costs me money, that's going to give me a lot more space to play with. And space is at an absolute premium. That has to be the focus. So it says 0 vehicles in use. I mean, is garbage accumulation going to be a problem? Walking distance to elementary school, because I haven't built one yet. Well, you can have an elementary school. Once the game stops, oh no, that's just me problem. That wasn't a game. This is fine. You can sit on a corner there and overlook the beautiful views of the soon to be demolished landfill. Hopefully, I can get rid of that landfill. Yeah. Maybe 2 wind turbines isn't that bad after all. Well, we'll see how much power we use once I get the high density buildings going. Because that is going to be the real challenge, I feel. We need more commercial, we need more residential. I'm gonna... what's the pollution look like? So the wind's blowing that way out to sea, so... airborne wise, we're fine. Ground pollution... that could be a problem. Noise pollution, that is not ideal. Water pollution, I'm not going to be able to do much with. Right, so if I click on this building, there's no... okay, we're nearly done on the stored garbage. So keep in mind, my city, this building is set to empty. It's not collecting garbage, I believe. So as long as these people are not complaining about garbage build-up, does that mean I'm exporting my garbage? That is basically what I hope is happening. Not enough customers. That's fine. Well, it's probably not great for the store owner. Now, normally I would build a playground because it does give benefits. But again, space is at a premium, so I don't think I want the optional buildings unless they become absolutely essential, like the medical clinic. More patients, more ambulances. I don't feel like any of those are really needed. Actually, how's the 55? Yeah, that's... if I was really focusing on this, I could do micromanage the budget, but I don't think it's too necessary. So once again, I can just get a little bit more housing in there. Now there is a bit of demand for medium. I'm thinking I want to try some medium. Let's do some. So I use half of this. Is that half? So it's going to be a bit mixed size. Yeah, but that slugged the medium demand quite hard. We just leave it going. I'm wondering even if it's worth downgrading the roads a bit, because that, I mean, it doesn't give you a huge amount of space, but it gets you a little bit of space, and space is such a premium that every tile counts. Right, is this emptied yet? It's empty. And no one's complaining about lack of garbage disposal, correct? Because I think if I can export my garbage, look at that, everyone's happy that I just demolished the only garbage processing facility in the build. I'm going to have to keep an eye on this. So high noise pollution is the only complaint now. That's manageable. Now this ground is now polluted, I believe. Is it this one? Ground pollution. So I probably shouldn't build residential on that right away. And it's going to be too close to the other industry anyway. They're demanding commercial, but I've already got not enough customers. I could try to densify the residential. How is this looking? So this is medium density. That's medium, that's low. I could try converting some of this to medium as well. There's not really the demand for it. Quick time check, 20 minutes in. I wasn't looking at the clock. 20 minutes have flown by. I need to get more population in. Whichever way you slice it, that is fundamentally what I'll have to do eventually. Can I just zone over this? Yes. Let's speed it along a little bit. Yeah, we ain't got no space for low density in here. So we're going to medium housing. Is there anything else I can do here yet? Not yet. I mean, I've got different road types, but let's be honest, it's such a small build. People can walk everywhere. They don't need a huge amount of roads. Maybe I even have too many roads. I could possibly get rid of this one. Oh, no, I think... No, that was needed to cut this grid up a bit. But like I said earlier, maybe I should switch to alleys. It'll give me a few more squares of buildable land, but it might just do it. Look, everyone's close enough to everyone else. Why do you need so many cars in here? Unless you're leaving the city, of course. Oh, is that a garbage truck? It is. Origin, New Chapel Hill. Is that another city? I guess it must be another city. So I was afraid this junction might need an upgrade. Maybe my worries were unfounded. This seems fine. You know what I'm thinking? I am thinking... You know you want an asymmetric road there. Right, but no lights. That could have been a mistake. That could have been a mistake because I have not unlocked road surfaces. How many... I don't have a huge amount of points. This might not have been the best idea. No traffic lights for you. Yeah, that might not have been the best idea. Well, since I got the money anyway, since I've unlocked it anyway, we'll take that crossing out at least. Not that there's too much traffic here, but I just wanted the extra lane. So we got one lane for a kind of a straight on to right, and we got a dedicated lane to go left. Not that we really need it, but you never know, you never know. How is the rest looking? Yeah, I could... Is that people moving in, or is that just busy? So the game is telling me we don't have any medium demand. Yeah, there's still some unzoned capacity there. Did I build the crematorium? I did. Just checking, because I saw the hearse symbol pop up there. Oh, we're getting close to 1,000 population. That's not bad. How's the ground pollution? Has it died off? That's still very polluted. I mean, people need jobs. Do I want to build more industry there? Maybe. I kind of... How can I stimulate medium... Oh, we need some more... Do I need some more services, like police stations and things? These, again... Well, actually, that could go there. Do I really need it? That is the question. Well, it's built. It's not going to fit there. I need to... I didn't zone this area up. I was thinking, like I said earlier, maybe if I switch to this small road, this one... Yeah, that still works. That would work a bit better if I was actually joining them up. What was I thinking? Come on. There we go. So fire. Again, this space is so small anyway. I don't really feel... I do wonder, you know, how much of this stuff do I really need? High school is massive, isn't it? This amount of space is just such a premium. When do I get parks? Milestone 4 Ground Village. That's the next milestone. Let's try to chop this area up a bit more, because I should build more stuff, whatever that stuff is. One thing I haven't done yet, which I could look at as well, is land reclamation. Like, apart from the sewage outlet, which I can move anyway, you know, I could reclaim some of this land and use it for more buildings. But for the moment, I was thinking... I think we're job limited now. We can't get more residential without getting... Ooh. No, these are too big. These are too big. Just regular industry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's going to leave an awkward size shape there. Oh, let's just do that anyway. I was thinking I could like have a buffer of commercial or something if there's enough. Yeah, this medium still hasn't built up yet. I think I need more jobs. How bad do you think my unemployment rate is? It must be horrific. And 11.5% and dropping. That's not as bad as I thought. Because I was just wondering if unemployment was why this density is not filling up yet. So I've still got some space to grow into, but... Well, let's just quickly check on the city stats, see if anything needs addressing soon. 6 megawatts out of 8.5. Okay for now, but keep an eye on it. Water, plenty. Again, if I wanted to min-max the budget, I could try turning things down a bit. Like healthcare, plenty. Garbage, none. But no one's complaining. I guess we can export the garbage. And the question I have now is, how many other resources can we outsource? Like, if I didn't have a police station, you know, do we get like an out-of-town police coming in? I presume disasters are disabled on the map because I didn't get an option to when starting it, did I? Yeah, we've got lots of various things. Tourism doesn't matter, does it? Imports and exports. I'm not going to min-max things if I even can. Happiness. Everyone's happy. Right. Well, we'll have that. Whatever that is. The signature building. They come with some buffs normally, so that's always good. So the air pollution's not too bad. I've aimed everything. What? Oh, crematorium. I was going to say, why is that building? I thought it was a school or something. It wasn't. Ground pollution. Hopefully that'll decline a bit. That's where the landfill was. Like if I ever want to reuse this for something else, it's going to be difficult. Yeah, noise is could be better. Right, let's check out that signature building, which would be here. So does that give us anything? 4 plus 4 well-being within 1k. If I'm not mistaken, this map... Oh, look at that asset. It's massive. Probably there. Because there is too close to the pollution. Stutter. Do I have saves but turned on? I normally have it on, but I don't. I haven't played this in so long now. Let's just double check. Yeah, was that just a save going? Anyway, how are we doing? We're just over halfway through the time allowance now. Population is 1,300. I still have a little bit of space, but the residential has not filled in yet, which is what I'm kind of hoping for. But we have not enough customers on that commercial. So I don't want to add more commercial, but at the same time I don't want to add more industry either. What is the best path, I wonder, from this spot? Even industry demand is declining a bit. People need jobs. How do I get jobs in the city? I might regret this later, but let's just do it for now anyway. Is that so that's half the block again. Bit more commercial. Yeah, that's dinged that a bit. So that might help with the... Oh, look at it. Yeah, that unemployment rate. People need jobs. I'm just going to fill this area in. I can always change it later if I need or want to. But basically, if I'm not building on a bit of space, it is wasted space. It's not useful. I'm still tempted to do some land reclamation here. Let's do that. How do you do it again? Oh, there it is. Level terrain tool, pick a height, and boom. That needs to be on the coastline. I can relocate it. That's not a problem. Does that still count? Oh, I'm really scared now. Is that still outputting? If that's even the right word. I'm going to lose that building, but that's okay. Let's get the pipe in before people start complaining. We don't need this pipe anymore, because that goes nowhere. Yep, so that's still working. So I can do some more land reclamation. The wind turbines are working okay, actually, aren't they? I'm thinking I could put some more along here. They don't take a massive footprint. And, well, if I need more, I could put more there. That's what I meant to say. Let's just check our power again. Did it drop? So 5 and a bit out of 8. We're okay for now. Let's continue with the land reclamation. Why is it down there? Because I thought I hit that level. That's better. I just need to make sure I leave enough room for that sewage to still go. Let the sewage do the sewage things. If I reduce the brush size, maybe I can get a little bit closer to the edge. Especially in that corner. Again, I don't know how hard I need or want to really push this. There's some weird business going on there. This is good enough. I mean, at best it might earn me what, an extra square, or maybe maybe if I do zone on top of it anyway, it'll just push it out for me. As long as I leave enough space there for the sewage to work, I'm happy. I think it must be some sort of like sampling thing going on. So that is that space. Whoop. So that is that space largely reclaimed. Is that a bit of poop water somehow? Somehow it's on the surface. I don't get it. Lovely. I can almost taste it. No. Well, now that we got this here, let's get some roads in and I can actually zone. I did say I don't really want more industry, but well, let's just see what I can do. Why didn't that stick? Overlapping items. Oh, is the ground... Oh, the power line. Yeah, we can optimize the power lines for sure. So this one can go... Can I just connect it down here somewhere? Is it too short or something? I think there's like a minimum length. Now this one... Again, this is probably not optimal. But if I can try to nicify it a bit better later. If I can stick to the original grid, that would be great. Because it would just maximise usage. If you end up with a funky grid, it does waste a bit of space. So if I do that, does that cover this whole area or not? Overlapping items. Did I? Oh, the power line is there. I fell for the same trick twice. How could I? I probably don't need that bit anymore. Does that zone this entire area? It does. Again, the traffic is low enough in the city. I think this is fine. Let's just do that, and same here. Oh, I broke the sewage pipe. Yeah. So let's do that again. Sewage pipe. to there. So everyone's happy again. Yeah, you don't want to break your poop pipe. So like I said, we do still seem to have probably a job shortage. And although industry isn't the most preferred type, I just really not sure we got enough population to sustain commercial. 38.5 minutes in, so just we're nearly 2/3 of the way through. I'm going to keep building the industry in this side, I think. People need jobs, and I'm going to guess that is probably limiting me with the options I have available at the moment. If I can get to the next milestone, maybe I'll get parks or something, and that might stimulate a bit more residential demand. What am I looking for? Unemployment 14%. It's not great. There's just not that many things I can do. I mean, I could start doing commercial. I'm just not really sure about commercial. Let's just try a block there anyway, just a little bit. Give us a little buffer to the residential and stuff nearby. I mean, office would be nice. When do I unlock that? Milestone 4. So I am getting close to unlocking off. I probably don't have the education to really make use of offices though. It's too early game. Is there a way I can just push for the next milestone? I'm just going to zone this as commercial. It's not going to stay as commercial, but I just need to do something, anything, just to push myself over the edge here. Population increases, citizen happiness. Come on, just a little bit more. 19 minutes to go. I mean, everything that I can... Okay, we are getting some rent complaints now, which is a good thing, because that is a sign maybe I could rezone this as row house. I'm going to let's just try a bit of it, not the whole section, just to see what happens if I rezone that as row housing. Because these mediums, although they're higher density, they are a bit more challenging to fill up. So like this block has taken forever to fill up. So I'm thinking maybe I split the difference, and the lower medium density is a bit more buildable, faster, if that makes sense. Come on, just give me a few more XP. How are people doing in here? That is full, actually. It's not bad. School is nowhere near full. I don't really feel like I can realistically put a bigger one in. The next tier of schooling. And so these are filling in. Game speed's on maximum. I can't really do much more than just let it run. Right, tier 4. Right, we got parks. Hopefully this will stimulate a bit of demand. So a small park is one of those. Dog park. I'm just looking at the area of effects. A dog park, if I put it up to that, let's use that corner as a reference then. So that is what a dog park would cover. Small park, is that same or similar? A plaza, I'm not sure they're that different. Small playground. I'm going to have a small park here, right next to the pollution. And maybe I'll drop a small playground somewhere up here, just to give the... it's not strong enough. You know, how important is having park access? I'm really hoping it will increase the residential. If that's not in use, it is now. So yeah, that covers most of the residential. There's a bit of weak coverage here. I don't know if I really need to give anything for the industry. Let's just try that for now. Does that... Oh, we have some high density demand. Now I know that is... Well, I'm overstretching it if I call it a lie, but past experience in this game tells me if I even like zone one lot of high density, that demand just dies immediately. Let's see if that still happens. Now we've got this section here, or I could put it a bit more central, or maybe could I slot one in there? I wonder. Let's just see what happens. Yeah, look at that. That's immediately plummeting. I knew the demand it never really... Yeah, it's gone. Just zoning that has satisfied the high density demand. Now we've still got a bit of medium sticking around, which is good. I'm going to convert some of the low density to more medium. And I'll try some offices as well in a second, but let's just do this first, since I mentioned it already. So we'll let them rezone. Might take a little bit of time. The game is on full speed. I can't make it go any faster. Let's just drop some off this. Now, again, I don't know how strong the demand really is, especially with the lack of education in this city. It might be a challenge. I'm just going to fill this with more commercial, even though I might not need it. I say need. I need it in the sense of the demand indicator. Although, look at that, it's just totally dropped away. It's just this one on the corner, isn't it, that says not enough customers. Everyone else seems fine. Now, I'm trying to convert the residential to medium. Would it help if I drop taxes a bit? Because I'm making a profit, apparently. That I haven't even looked at budget. Taxation, residential. Oh, I've forgotten about this. I really dislike the way they categorize it by education. I would rather they categorize it by the residential type. So for example, I could go like low density, medium density, high density is whatever. Is that... No, that's by actual type itself. Now let's just drop the tax rates for the lower tiers. I don't even know if I got... I got educated people. So uneducated, you go through elementary, you get to poorly educated. Somehow we got educated. One of my peeves with the first game was that people moving in, whenever you get a new resident, they come in uneducated, which doesn't make any sense at all, because it implies they never had any education in their life up to that point. If people move around, they don't instantly forget everything they learned earlier on, do they? Well, let's just see if reducing that tax helps at all. We've got some building going on there. I really want to try... we've got a little bit of... No, that's the wrong one. Okay. I'll just zone it anyway, because otherwise it's doing nothing. Okay, this side looks like I can complete that stuff. I'm not sure if I can... Yeah. Are there any short plots, or are they all long plots? Like, for example, oh yeah, there is a short plot there, for example. For whatever reason, these have spawned short plots. They don't use the full length available. Is that because of a zoning problem, or is that just because they spawned that way? They just spawned that way by the looks of it. 11 minutes to go. Right. So everything's at maximum speed. There's still some commercial demand. What's going on here? No car access. Water damage. I did do a little bit of office, didn't I? How are they doing? It doesn't tell you. Employees. Yeah, I don't have the higher education levels, so I can't really sustain an office population, and I just don't have the land area to build a chunking great big school. Also, with only just over 10 minutes left of this challenge, people won't have time to get through the education system to make it worth it either. So, or the best I can do is just let everything run as is. If I got any empty space, is there anything I can do to try to balance this city? Unemployment is still sky high. I'm going to lose, well, I say lose, I'm going to rezone some of this as more commercial, I think. Let's just do, come on, why does it pick that particular moment to stutter? Right, so we've got some commercial coming in there. Yeah, that's slugging the commercial demand. We do have a little bit of medium density demand, but they haven't filled this area in yet. It is zoned as row housing, right? Just double check. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe, oh, was that still on the old low density? Anyway, let's rezone some more as row housing. I'm going to do, let's just do this whole length. 9 minutes to go. Right, I'm feeling the pressure now. I've been pretty calm all the way through, but I don't know why. I just feel a bit more pressured now that we're in the final moments and the clock is ticking down. So yeah, there's just the tiniest blob of green there for medium demand. So hopefully that'll satisfy that. I could min-max or just tinker with some stuff now, but I feel like I'm just running out of time now. I just got to let people build. That sign's annoying me. So if I just force that to refresh, maybe a better shape asset will spawn in that won't complain about the road access. Yeah, like I said, it's a small enough city that you know, people can largely walk everywhere, but there's still quite a few cars around. You shouldn't need cars unless you're going out of city. I can't do bus routes, can I? Without a bus station, and a bus station is going to take space. I'm going to leave it. It's just is there anything else I can do just to make this city a bit nice? Oh, Grand Hotel, plus 75 recreation. Oh, it's massive. Look at that. Botanical garden. Nope, you're massive as well. I'll leave it. Taxi depot. I don't really think people need taxis. Bus depot. Look at the space. We do not have the space for this stuff. So I think I'm just going to let the clock run down now. I don't feel like there's anything I can really do further apart from just look at my design choices, and If I were to do this again, what would I do different? That's the question I should ask, I suppose. I'm not sure I would do things much different actually. I could do all the roads as the alleyway instead of the 2-lane road, because I think traffic is low enough that you can get away with it. Plus, you just gain that extra little bit of building area. It's not a huge amount by any means, but it could make the difference. Are they not spawning in? Come on. You can do it. Right. This is the trick we did in the older games, wasn't it? Which is you just drop the tax rate to try to get people moving in. What the hey? Maybe I could go even lower than that. Maybe 0, maybe even negative. Because the goal, I mean, I got quite a money buffer there. So just by lowering taxes, that should stimulate demand and growth, in theory. If I haven't left it too late to do that trick. I think, let's go all the way down to 0. Does it pause the clock if I'm in the screen? No, it doesn't. The clock is still ticking. That's good. No taxes. I'm not subsidising everyone, but no taxes. Okay, that slides the whole thing. So if I bring these up again, I can then drop the whole lot equally. No taxes in my city. Move in here now. There's no point looking at the other stuff. Is there anything in policies that... Where is policies? I don't even know anymore. Where are they? It shows you how often I use it. Stutter, come on, come on. We don't have time for this. Transport and things. That's just charts and things. That is... there we are. The city policies. Taxi fare. That's not going to make any difference because I haven't got any taxis. I didn't check this actually, so unoccupied buildings is the biggest factor. No, it isn't. Jobs, that's what I meant. I read the wrong line. Jobs is the main thing in my control. And I did try zoning a little bit more. I don't know why you're unhappy. Ooh, don't do that. Right. Just under 4 minutes left. We got demand for all sorts of employment and a little bit of medium. I don't think there's enough time for me to rebuild some of this stuff. It's not going to respawn in time, I think. I'm just going to let the clock run down now. I could even go negative on the... Let's just go negative on a budget. Taxation. Go on. I'm paying you to move into my city. So that is it. That is my one tile city. One small tile city. I didn't know what to expect. Maybe, I don't know. What would I do differently if I were to do this again? It's good to know that 2 wind turbines seems to be keeping up with the city. Only just though, but it's not a shortage. Water, absolutely plenty. Healthcare, tons. Garbage, it looks like I can export it. I wonder how much of this other stuff I can export as well. The fire and police, for example. You know, it doesn't save you a huge amount of buildings, but it does save you some buildings at all. Education, only elementary school, keep the people happy. Really don't have the space for the bigger assets. So that does limit you to the higher education work like offices. So I've just got that tiny splodge there. Yep, unemployment 20%. Yeah, I mean if I balance that better, how much would that help? That is the question. There's no point me trying now. There's what, 2 minutes left on a clock. I even if I built it now, they're not going to move in on time. I'm done. I'm just letting the, just keep things running. Taxes already I'm paying people to move in. So hopefully, I just want that number to keep growing. This population number down here. I really don't think there's anything else I can usefully do at this point, other than just watch the last 90 seconds countdown. So once the hour is over, I'll have a look at the stats and we'll see what my official population is at that point. Because I think if I were to try to change anything now, I'll probably I shouldn't touch residential. I'll lose population and I might not regain it in the last minute. There's just no point. I could probably balance commercial, industry and office a bit better. Ooh, we just got the traffic jam sign, even though everything looks like it's flowing nicely there. It doesn't matter. Come on people, move into the city. Keep coming in. Can we get 2,500? That'd be nice. I don't think there's enough time for that. It's not increasing fast enough. And I think it's all my residential. Oh, we got a... Okay, just because it's abandoned anyway. I don't think there's enough time for it to respawn or anything for anyone useful to move in. So, last 15 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. 1 hour, 1 tile city build. My population and my challenge score, 2,444. It's done. Let's take a very quick look around. So we have the highway coming in. You hit the roundabout onto the small roads and straight into the city. So we've got the main road going through the city that way. And I didn't consciously do it this way, but it does feel like there's two halves to the city there. We got the medium apartments on the right. We got the row housing to the left. We got quite a lot of industry there. That's industry as well, but this just looks heavier duty for whatever reason. A bunch of commercial there. Commercial, some more row housing. Some low density still that I just never converted. So there is quite a bit of medium density demand at the moment. So if there was more time, I could have converted more of this low density to medium density. Maybe, I don't know, would it be more row housing or should I have done more apartment blocks? I don't know where the balance lies, because the game internally does seem to differentiate between the two types of medium density housing. And I don't know what the optimum transition point is going from row housing to the apartment style. I mean, just see these people, lack of entertainment. So maybe I could have built more parks. Noise pollution I can't really do too much about. I'm going to guess this might be very similar type of complaints. Lack of entertainment 4. -4 even. About some of these row housings, they seem happy. So they seem happier. I think maybe the park coverage in this corner is, the park coverage there is a bit weak. The simulation does seem to go like more people equals you need more stuff in general. So maybe if I stuck another park in there, that would make these people a bit happier. So just to check, so 1 water tower and 1 sewage outlet, absolutely tons. Power, for the level of population and building density that I achieved, 2 wind turbines was enough. I'm going to guess all the surfaces are fine. The question, if you were to really min-max this, the question is, how many of these surfaces I built do I really need? If I didn't build the elementary school, that would save me that much space. but would the people just not like my city as much? So that's the balancing question. Like, I can outsource the garbage management. Can I outsource healthcare? Can I outsource death care? Fire and police, same question. I don't know. Park, again, I probably should have built a little bit more. That might make people happier. So it's a case of like rather than 100 unhappy people, 90 moderately happy people would be a better overall effect, for example. Except it wouldn't be, because the goal is population. That's a bad way to put it. 100 units of housing with unhappy people is going to be lower population than 90 units of housing, but with happier people, because more people want to move in, and it might grow and have denser housing. That's what I was trying to say. So yeah, think about the buildings, not the people. So the buildings could hold more happy people if I make this a happier place to be. So yeah, if I were to do this again, I don't think pollution and stuff is really here or there. Maybe I could separate the... I don't really feel the noise is too big a problem anyway. Yep, so just to recap, what would I do different? Or what did I do that I liked? Land reclamation, get a bit more space. What could I do differently? Use the thinner roads, because that would get you a little bit more building space, and that might just tip it slightly more in my favour. There's going to be some sort of optimum balancing point for the residential types. Maybe I should have upgraded to medium a bit earlier. Maybe I could have dropped taxes a bit earlier, because I'm sitting on a huge pot of cash here and I'm subsidising people. Is there some way I could progress the milestones a bit faster? What would I get for the next milestone if I could have hit it? So I'm currently Grand Village. If I could hit Tiny Town, I get mixed housing, communications. That could increase happiness quite a bit. Yeah, things like that. So maybe that's something I could do outside of this. I'm not going to extend this video any longer. It's an hour plus already. But I could try running this city further and just see, with unlimited time, how far could you push development? That is the question. But anyway, I think I have talked long enough. My one tile city for City Planner Plays 1 Tile City Challenge, 1 hour build, final population 2444. I'm done. That's it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.